sorry for that. My name's Tom Vesty. I'm the works manager for the south of Leicestershire, but I'm also responsible for winter maintenance throughout the whole of the county. Right, today we're going to talk about snow wardens, but I'm going to give you a bit of an overview on a little bit of an introduction, some objectives of what we do and what the snow wardens need to do, and how to be safe whilst out doing snow warden activities. So who works out how we manage winter? Basically myself with a team of people. We've got two permanent night supervisors who look after 20 drivers who've got 17 gritted routes, which went on to permanent nights from the 3rd of November. If we ever get really severe weather, we've got an extended gritted movements, which means we move on to daytime crews, which means we stop all of the highway activities and get our lads out gritting during the day, as well as the guys going out at night. Then we've got localised gangs, mainly through the district and borough councils, who they haven't got any work for their parts and people to do. We provide them with salt and they go out and spread in. And then also there's the snow wardens, which I've put yourselves there on that because it's from a training program with some snow wardens. So we've got 23 gritting lorries. We've got a list of a number of different farmers who've got our ploughs, where people see farmers out ploughing, thinking, what a lovely farmer. He's then invoicing the county council for that. Yeah. Every time we go out gritting, we spread about 200 tons of salt. We do about 1,300 miles of the highway network, etc. So we've got 5 depots that we work from, one in Melton, one in Mount Sorrel, one in Market Harborough, one in Misterton, which is off the M1 near Lutterworth, and one in Nailston. Store 18,000 tons of salt. We got really fully loaded this year in the September months coming up to the winter. We grit up to the majority of primary schools, to up to 500 metres from them. Gritter drivers are on standby all night, as I said, and we do 47% of the network. A total of 28 parish council have snow wardens that help clear footpaths during bad weather. We've got 757 salt bins which are placed around the county. Just a bit on health and safety. The employer, as in ourselves, we provide information, training, supervision, and instruction with regard to carrying out the works. The employer also provides PPE to assist in the safe working. The employee is to take care of himself, herself, and others. The employee is to wear the provided PPE and not intentionally or recklessly interfere with or use anything provided in the interest of health and safety. So what do we think is the minimum personal protective equipment requirements for snow wardens? We think boots, high-vis jacket, high-vis trousers and gloves, and we provide all of these. As you can see on this photo, you have different categories of PPE for different speeds of road, but the majority of snow warden activities is on the footpath or cycleway, which is not going to require significant PPE changes. Few terminologies though. You got the verge there on the left, footway there, carriageway in the middle. We wouldn't expect snow wardens to do the carriageway. Then we've got a bit of a road where the verge starts, and then it's a footpath stroke cycleway, or stroke right of way in some cases. I mean, the majority of our snow wardens know which areas that they think have got the most heavy footfall, and then they get out and they spread some salt in the most appropriate areas to help the people in their community. It could be where they know there's a number of elderly people living, etc. The highway thinking: be aware, be cautious, be careful. This is when you're working on a highway because you've got moving traffic, etc., up and down all day. How much do the snow wardens have? In my opinion, snow wardens have significant interest in their local areas because they know where people are. They know what areas people use, then keep it safer by the shops, etc. Local members looking after their own streets, and they've got access and know where the local grit bins are. Now, the snow wardens again charge the county council. In order for the local authorities to manage the winter season, it is important for us all to retain as much documented information as possible When we send out the forms, if anyone was interested in becoming a snow warden, it's got the forms explaining what you need to do, and it's also got a form on how to claim on the back of the forms. So if anyone is interested, my details will be available later. So if we're reporting a defect on the highway, this could be ice, snow, could even be a pothole because the ice creates more potholes on the network. Something which is immediately safety hazard. Call the number, which is just the Leicestershire County Council help desk, which is 305 0001. Now, people assume that once a gritter has put salt on the road, ice will melt. This is not true fully. Spreading salt on the road is only the start of the de-icing process. Friction caused by the passage of traffic and vehicles on the grit is essential to complete the process. Overnight, when the traffic levels are low, roads can remain icy for some time. And this can cause us some troubles actually in the winter because we do the majority of our gritting in the night. If it then gets covered in snow and the traffic doesn't work it in, it can last longer than we would like. When snow or frost are lying on the ground and expected to last for at least one day, and a snow warden scheme is in place, towns and parish councils need not delay in sending out their snow wardens, but notice should be called in along with a summary of local conditions in their local area office or customer service centre, who can assist with the coordination of snow clearing activities. This is all explained in the leaflet that I was explaining earlier on, and you don't need to ring directly to there, but there are other numbers on that form. There's also been a myth that people are liable when something goes wrong for snow and ice. Simple answer is this is not true. If you follow the guidance set out in Leicestershire County Council, all parties are acting with the best intentions, so keep the general public safe. Unsafe practices include pouring boiling water on a footway in cold conditions, which creates immediate hazards. This irresponsible action could lead to litigation. The farmer says, keep well, keep warm, and take care of yourselves. Thank you for listening. I'll take questions in a bit.